Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the topic teens and what school means to a teenager. This is a very important topic, and as we all know, schooling is something very important both socially and academically as far as a teen is concerned. And most of the parents and most of the children are very much interested to go to school. They have no much worries about schools, but there are few concerns or few worries as well. So the first thing that we have to understand is that children are getting very much attached to schools because it's like a free time. It's like a happy and rewarding time for them. They have to be with their peers. They enjoy a lot being and getting socialized with people. And parents also love this. But there are few topics or few things that brings parents into worries, or this becomes the school time becomes a source of tension or source of worry for parents as well. And now, how is that? We have to understand it's because maybe the socializing factors, maybe bullying or making fun of each other or getting into some addictions or these kinds. Or maybe there are some other reasons as well, the academical issues or the educational choices that they have to take or the career choices and all that stuff. So there are different things that bring little tensions or worries in parents as well. So some parents are very much, they are getting very much, having a fixed opinion about education, saying that this is the only source of getting education. So let me make it very clear that uh, education or going to school is not the only source by which we can educate our children. There are multiple sources, multiple means by which we can give education to our children. Basically, it must be all accepted in the local authority. That's it. So we have to get ourselves upgraded, update ourselves with all that means by which we can educate our children. And now coming to the educational choices, what kind of educational choices? Usually what happens is there are most of the parents are getting misunderstanding because or some miscommunication with their children also when it comes to educational choice. Parents want their children to relive their life sometimes. I can say that because children's dreams, their aspirations are more often neglected. They feel that, okay, I was not able to pursue my studies in this stream. You have to get that dream fulfilled. You have to become a doctor or a lawyer just because I was not able to do it. I didn't have that facility, or maybe I was not getting the permission from my parents, and you have to do it for me. I'll allow you to, relive my life, or I'm asking you to fulfill my dreams. So this cannot happen. And this choice, we have to give it totally to our children, make them understand what exactly they want and pursue their dreams. It's their life. And we are accountable for all these things. We cannot force or enforce our children, our views and our desires, and make them fulfill all of them. So first thing is that, and the educational choices that usually we have to talk to our teenagers about this. Every stage we need to remind them and we need to talk to them about their career or the educational choice, what they have in their mind and what is that they want to pursue in their studies. Third thing, what we have to identify is about what are the updates that I need to take as far as my child's career is concerned, and whom should I meet? Maybe a career counselor or maybe a coordinator who can help us with all these updates about the careers and different coaching or training centers, and where are the different opportunities, which country that they need to go, and all that stuff. So we as parents need to update ourselves, get that info, and we have to update ourselves with all that details and give it to our children, because our children are not capable of getting all that research done at a very short span of time, right? So it is our responsibility to see to it that we get the updates regularly. Maybe we can join some newsletters or subscribe to any other channel where some educational tips and trainings, some tips are shared in maybe any YouTube channel or any um, social media groups and all that. Okay. Now, schools also play a very, as I told you, they play a very important role, and schools also expect a lot from children. Of course, they've been doing their level best to educate our children and get to the maximum level, okay, to get the maximum results or output, I can say. But at the same time, in all possible ways, they've been encouraging our parents also and teach and students also or children also to get interlinked with each other, and they are supposed to involve in the curriculum. That is what all the schools expect. So involvement, or I can say positive involvement, or regularly getting involved in the curriculum and the studies, and regular getting updates of the results, all these things parents must have as far as the school is concerned, because schools, they really expect a lot from parents. Usually what happens is parents feel that the school is not responding initially. In the initial matters, for example, if the behavior is concerned, they have some challenging behaviors of the child, and the school doesn't take the initial responsibility, or initially they are not very much concerned until and unless it becomes worse. The situation turns out to be worse. And if that is the case, parents cannot wait for the school to respond. Parents should see to it that if their curriculum, the child is not having very good marks, or if the child is not able to focus well, or if the child is not able to have uh, the recommended behavior or some kind of behavioral changes is seen in the child, immediately we need to consult the respective class teacher or maybe some mentor, whoever is there, or the counselor who is there appointed in the school. We need to consult them. That is where we can get the maximum result, or we can get a quick result from the school level. School also, I'm sure there's no teacher or there's no head of the institution who will not respond to it. It's only about the perceptions of parents, and we have to understand that the schools really want to have a very good positive upbringing of the child as well. They contribute a lot in all these matters. So we should take into consideration that we approach our children's mentor or the school head of the institution and all that stuff. Okay. And also, we need to have some extended help sometimes. That's what I said regarding the updates about our academics. We need to update ourselves, and that's the reason we need to have some extended help from the school as well. Sometimes they will be having some referrals to the psychiatrist or any other, maybe the academical information or some specialist whom we need to consult, and we need to do that, because our 100% contribution towards the child's upbringing is very much sought by the institution also. So maybe it may be regarding, the schools, maybe regarding the school curriculum, or maybe regarding the health or fitness, something related to focus or concentration, anything it could be. And we need to approach that particular specialist or maybe that particular mentor who can help us in all these matters. And then as parents, we need to encourage the child to use peer mentoring system also, because peer mentoring system is the one that gives us clear indication where are we supposed to deal with, or whom are we supposed to talk to, what kind of contribution we should have, what kind of peers we should have in the society, and how can we have better contribution to the society. So these things are very, very important for us to understand. And then get in touch with other parents, like-minded parents who can help us and have that discussion, very positive discussions. In fact, it can help us a lot in all these matters. So this is going to create a lot of impact. And then also we have to take into consideration that when the child is growing, especially when he is a teenager, it is the growing of responsibilities as well. So never try to undermine your child or think that he or she is not good enough or he is not bold enough to complete his own task. No. Let them take the responsibility. Make the child come up with some solutions, what kind of solution he has for some problems. Try to ask or try to ask them their suggestions. So what happens is maybe in their choice of maybe their choosing of career or any opportunities that they have, when they choose, when they try to become independent, it is easier also for them to get into that problem solving skills in the later stage. So this is very important for us to understand this. Now we have to understand that the child is turning from interdependent phase of life to independent phase of life. Okay, so what happens is we must allow the child to naturally grow independent, and becoming independent cannot happen maybe at a day or night span. So it needs little more time and it needs little training as well. So prior training is very important. And for that, we need to go somewhere very deep and make that training, give that training to the child as far as the daily routines are concerned. Now, giving them particular task and asking them to do it independently will make them grow tremendously. Okay, their insights or their intellectual growth also happens because the child is independently trying to do something. It's all right even if he is faltering or he is doing something, some mistakes there, it's all right. But the thing is, we have to either give them suggestions or correcting in the sense, it's not just going and giving them advices, but asking a few questions and making them realize their mistakes and seeing that they don't repeat that mistakes again. So this causes a lot of positive impact in their upbringing as well. And even regarding their revision and free time. Now they have their own choice. What should I do in my free time? How should I revise my studies? So never interfere too much into all these things. Let them take the responsibility and face the consequences. Let them take that particular charge of their own life, and let them not blame others for all that. Now they have to take that charge, and we have to give that opportunity. So try to make it sure that you are giving them all kinds of freedom to choose their free time in the way that it is at least not you cannot say that you can freely use anytime whatever you want, you can do anything. No, certain boundaries are to be set, but beyond that, see to it that they are there with you and consult you whenever they need. Okay, so this is what we have to keep in mind. And some tips I want to share with you before I leave or before I end this particular live session is that some things we have to understand or keep in mind about our children as far as we parents are concerned. The first thing is help the child to be happy at school and at home. Schooling is a happy time for normal children, but sometimes we create this happy time to be, maybe the days of stress or maybe stressful days sometimes, or they're not able to move ahead very easily because of these the confusions that they have in their mind. So set aside all of them and make the child's life easy and comfortable. Let them be happy at home in school. The second thing is keep in touch with the authorities of the school. School authority is very, very important, and they play a crucial role in the upbringing of our own children. So regarding their careers or their behaviors or the educational matters, whatever it could be, try to be in touch with them. Third thing is stay connected with similar or like-minded people, like-minded parents. They are going to help you a lot because they may have their own experiences and you will learn from their experiences. Wise people usually learn from others' experiences, right? So whatever experiences they have, you are able to learn from them, understand, and try to find out what are the right strategies that can fit in your parenting journey. Okay, the fourth thing is keep visiting a psychiatrist or a psychologist whenever you need it. More often, people have that taboo in the mind that psychiatrist or psychologist, I will not be able to meet them. I shouldn't meet them because it is like only for those who have some mental problem. No, it's not about mental problems or physical problems. It's all about our well-being, the entire well-being. So when we have to work on our body, the same way we have to work on our mind as well, because mind is a part of our body. Okay, so identify what are the problems that you have, and you can consult a psychiatrist or a psychologist without any fear. So take out that taboo from the mind or take out that fear from the mind that if you talk to a psychologist, people may say something ill about it. Most of the parents also have this particular confusion in the mind and they don't want to come to any counselor also saying that people may think ill about my child and they feel they have that fear in the mind. So this cannot happen. Try to understand that there are people who can support, can help us, and in all possible ways, we are there usually to help people, right? So understand that each one has their own potential and they are able to help you in all possible ways. Let your challenges be um, let all that challenges that you're facing come to ease and bring all that strategies in your parenting journey so that you can come up with all possible solutions as well in your journey. So maybe the next upcoming live session I'm going to talk about bullying of teenagers. So inshallah I'm going to talk about this topic. Let us hope that we are there for each other, helping each other, and trying to come up with some solutions for all these problems that you are facing, right? Okay. If you have any queries regarding teenagers and their issues, do let me know in the comment section so that we can come up with some other topics here and we can talk about these things in the live sessions in the upcoming days as well. Goodbye for now.